including me. All right. Did I catch that I posted the same list 2 times for Delver? If I made a mistake, my bad. So fetching Underground Sea to start us off is Eric. A basic island to start the game for Yasu. And Personal Tutor to start. Personal Tutor, not in Double Masters 2. And there's probably one person that is upset about that. Doomsday has been found. Looks like there's a Force of Will in Yasuhiro's hand, along with a Hymn to Turak, which won't be cast turn 2 because there's a basic island in play. All right, Doomsday gets put back on top. This is Lotus Petal. And I think I heard Eric say pass turn.
Can I read the Oracle of Doomsday? Judge!
All right, Yasu asking for Oracle text for Doomsday now from our helpful, friendly, always available for a good rules question, Judge Kevin. All right, now reading the rules text, we will all wait very patiently. Char Twin, thank you for the resub. 24 months for Char Twin. That's 2 years. Hello, Char Twin. Thank you, Char Twin. Char Twin, one of our earliest subs, and a big reason why the channel exists in the first place. Yeah, every 20 minutes I have to remind everybody in Twitch chat that Murktide Regent has a 53% win percentage. And that Mark Rosewater doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care. Sacking Misty, getting Underground Sea. I think Eric should be at 18. I don't know.
Like a ball ritual?
So,
3 black?
do you want to keep count of storm?
No. Play duress?
Duress after Cabal Ritual. Let's take a look at the hand. Double Force of Will, Days Undoing, Baleful Strix, Sudden Edict, and Expressive Iteration. Sudden Edict could lead to some interesting plays with a Thassa's Oracle on the battlefield later on, but I think we're going to see Eric take a Force of Will here. I don't see not taking... Okay, there it is. Before I can finish my thought. But I don't see any reason to take a card that is not Force of Will in this situation. Can't think of a reason why you would do that.
You have one.
Unless there's a Cabal Therapy in hand. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Street Wraith. Cycled. Putting Eric down to 16. Looks like an end step fetch here for Yasu. It's a Badlands. So I guess there wasn't a him to Turak in Yasu's hand then, right? Maybe I saw that wrong before, or maybe it got shuffled away just now. I don't know.
Untap. Drop.
Sure.
I got 18. Oh, no, 6.
Tapping to an expressive iteration.
Nice shirt. Cold stock.
Hidetsugu goes into exile. I think that's getting thrown in the trash. Not very relevant card in this matchup.
Go.
I mean, obviously, you could wipe out this Lotus Petal if cast, but
Black. Play Doomsday.
usually not going to be the most consequential play. Doomsday is going to get forced most likely here, but we have to watch out for days now if we're Yasuhiro. Pitching Baleful Strix.
Okay.
All right, he gets countered. Looks like Eric has another Doomsday in hand, though. Plays an island, passes. Brainstorm. You gonna sell it to me later, Chili? Chili trying to extort.
Go.
Dark Ritual. Doomsday.
We drew it.
All right, we drew it. Force of Will pitching Days Undoing on the second Doomsday. 2 cards left in hand.
It's countered. Patsy.
16 up.
Fetch.
I forced. So
Correcting the life totals for us. Appreciate that. Here's Underground Sea. Very nice shuffling. It looks properly randomized to me.
untap.
Ooh, Prismatic Vista.
I'm gonna go to.
Cracking it immediately. Maybe Jace coming down here? Unsure. Nope, Narset. Narset's pretty good. Narset is pretty good in this matchup. Shuts off the Cycler, shuts off Ideas Unbound, shuts off Brainstorm, etc. Ponder.
Cast Ponder. Sure.
Cast it. Looks like another Force of Will was found. That's the 4th Force of Will, I believe. I might be mistaken, but I think that was a Force. Draws a card and passes a turn. Finds another Narset. Pretty good. Nope. Him to Turok. It's going to be pretty good. Discards Doomsday and Force of Will. Ouch.
Pass the turn.
I would say the advantage bar just went all the way to the left after that. Third Doomsday has been destroyed now. All right, that gets a scoop from Eric, and we're going to game 2. Grixis control, or as I like to call it, Maestro's control, is up a game. What do you prefer, chat? Do we have Grixis people here or Maestro's people here? I don't know. Turn 1 duress. Pretty good. Double force, negation and will. Ponder, ponder, surgical. All right, we have one vote for Grixis. What do you take here if you're Eric? Obviously, we don't know Eric's hand. The forces are somewhat redundant, in a sense. Maybe you're going for force of negation here, though. Surgical's pretty annoying. Let me know what you take, chatters and commenters. All right, it's going to be force of will. And passing the turn. It's hard to be really sure what to take without knowing Eric's hand, which I don't think we've gotten glance at yet. And a turn 1 fetch for Yasuhiro. Alpha says I won't compromise on Alara names. I don't know. Turn 1 ponder. Richard Pizza making a good point. Force of Will kind of nullifies Extraction as Force of Negation exiles card. So the card you counter with Force of Negation can't be surgical. That's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
Let me know if I'm slow playing. I apologize if I'm not worried. I'm not looking at the time. I'm just looking at those records.
Draw, ponder. And then I'll pass. On your draw step, I'm going to surgical D-Duress.
Okay.
Draw step surgical duress. Okay, so double dark ritual, ponder, doomsday, street wraith are the cards revealed in hand now for Eric. We were probably going to see a ponder this turn, knowing about the force of negation, I'm guessing. Eddie the intern, thanks for the sub. 6 months for Eddie the intern. Thank you, Eddie. What's up, Eddie? All right, there's one duress getting thrown away. Looking through the deck, looks pretty stock. Deck lists are up in our Discord right now, if that's something that interests you. Looks like 3 total duresses were exiled now. So a question for Twitch chat and for the commenters. Do you tell your opponent how many copies of the card you have when they surgical? Or do you make them figure it out? The way I see it, we save a minute on the clock if I just tell you you're looking for 3. You're looking for 3. Or whatever. Hate wasting time. Ponder. People are liking the Dark Ritual choice. Former Hype Train conductor Poing says, FNM, I tell them. Competitive, I just hand them my deck. Yeah. That seems like a good plan. Neo Yasu in the chat wondering if Surgical was the play there. No hints from the Twitch chat if anybody liked or didn't like the Surgical play. I like being able to see Eric's hand, and it would have been great if there was not the duress stuck in there. Doomsday into... Dark Ritual into Doomsday. Daze to protect it. This Doomsday might resolve.
Yep, that's fine.
So I take anything from this pile.
Yep.
Open information. I take a Street Wraith.
Taking a Street Wraith out of the graveyard. Chili says that's actually how Bezos got so rich. Money saved from unused Twitch Prime subs. It's true. It's true. It's all of your fault that he's so rich. You should have used your Prime subs. I mean, make him pay for it. All right, so it passed the turn. Yasu gets another chance. Looks like a brainstorm getting fired off here. It'll resolve. Correcting life totals now. Eric down to 8, losing half life. Doomsday. Plays the Badlands and passes the turn. Cycling Street Wraith. We knew Street Wraith was in the pile. Plays Cavern Souls. Can no longer counter Thassa's Oracle. Cycling Edge of Autumn after floating a blue. One card left in the library. Sudden Edict is live here. Cycling Edge of Autumn again. One blue mana floating Thassa's Oracle. Sudden Edict.
Even if I destroy it, you win the game, right?
Yes. My devotion is still 0. And I have 0 cards.
No longer. Okay, so that was game, actually, because that was the last card in the library. Going to game 3. Prismatic Vista to start. Fetching. Getting a basic island. Here's the brainstorm. Turn 1 brainstorm. Neo Yasu says, should I had respected the days on the draw in this matchup after reviewing it? Yeah. Days will get you in this matchup for sure. You do have to be careful.
I'm just going to talk him away from that table. I just have a question. It's not
Oh, looks like Eric stepped away. Maybe a rules question? I mean, it can be so. I mean, what am I saying? Doomsday can be tricky to play against because it's a combo deck that also has discard spells and also has counter magic and also has uncounterable abilities like cycling and Cavern of Souls into Thassa's Oracle. It can be really difficult to disrupt, and because of all the different things it has going on, it can be difficult to play around their defenses, if that makes sense. Toller Eric asked if my misdirection in hand could redirect a force to itself. Yeah, a spell cannot counter itself. Right? Isn't that the rule? All right, drawing a card for turn. Eric now drawing a card off this ponder, I guess. A little bit of shortcutting happening. Oh, can redirect a misdirection, though. Yes. Oh, maybe I misread Eric's message. Gotcha. I get what you're trying to say now. Brainstorm. Number 2. No shuffling yet. Puts 2 back on top. Let's see if a fetch land follows up. Yep, there's a fetch land. Misdirect changes the target of force from Doomsday to the misdirection. Yeah. Now a brainstorm for Eric. So everybody's brainstorming now. Keith Master Flex. Thanks for the resub. 7 months for Keith Master Flex. Thank you, thank you. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Yes. It is Wednesday. Two back on top. Flooded Strand fetch. Going to 19. Preordain. Yeah, get back to work, everybody. Whoever watching this right now and supposed to be working, get back to work. All right, we're seeing a fetch here, shuffling away the cards that were put back on top. Looks like bad lands getting found here. How are people are you preferring live viewers? Are you preferring the daytime streams, or do you prefer when we used to do it in the evenings, Eastern time? Or do you not care? All right, draw step for Yasu. All right, we have a bunch of people preferring the daytime. Here's him to Turok. Oh, here's the misdirection. Misdirection pitching Force of Will. Force pitching Baleful Strix to protect him to Turok from misdirection. All right, seems like everybody's liking the time we're currently streaming, so we'll stick with that. Ham to Turak, rolling stuff happening. Discarding 2. Dark Ritual and Thoughtseize discarded.
I'll pass the turn. Okay.
Here's Dark Ritual into Doomsday. Looks like Doomsday is going to resolve.
That's exiled already.
Yasuhiro might be in trouble. No cards taken from the graveyard. Likely we'll see another pile with Cyclers and Cavern of Souls and Thassa's Oracle again, maybe. Plan worked in the other game. There's the rest of the deck. Now we're going to take a look.
Going to 9.
Want to take a moment now to thank our YouTube members. I punch a you face with an uncommon tier membership and Janzuski. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Thanks for becoming a member. Hit the join button on YouTube, and you will also get thanked for becoming a member. Days Undoing. Well, that was a good draw. Let's see what happens.
Can I count?
Sure. Should be 8. 5
It looks like 8 cards in the library for Eric. Players just clarified that.
What? 2 in your hand?
I had 2 in my hand.
Yeah. 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7.
And there's one. The Doomsday goes in the graveyard.
Oh, then Doomsday goes in. Okay.
You're good with this?
Yep.
I'll say some confusion how we ended up with 8 cards. Doomsday was in the graveyard. 2 cards in hand, 5 cards in the library.
One tap. Draw. Cavern and Wizard. Good games, man. Yeah, that
Good games. That ends it there.
come back to bite a couple of